we learn in the 5th episode of Asterisk Wars that Claudia has made a deal with Alcan that if they are willing to send over some engineers so they can work on a new Lux organ, she is willing to overlook the issue with Silas. And the two engineers are Anesta, who reminds me a bit of Lynn from Infinite Stratus. And her personality, I would say, is a bit more aggressive. Yeah, basically, she's a bit like Claudia, but more aggressive because she kisses our main character on the cheek and whispers evil things in his ears. And I think that is to get trying to figure him out because, as we find out later on, he's actually the only one that they don't have a lot of information about and can cause them issue in the Phoenix Festa. And the other one is called Camilla, who is, I'm not sure if I like her. I like the design of her, but her personality and the way she talks to Saya, of course, it's understandable that she just are factual and tells her that her gun, which we know her father created, is out of date because it is built so it actually requires some recharge time, which of course Saya knows this, but she's still proud of it. And she asks that Camilla takes it back, but she refuses because Saya is the daughter of. Uh, oh, damn! I didn't write down the name, but basically he was previously member of Alakan School and a division called Furious, but he was kicked out because of his beliefs, or as Camilla puts it, perverted ways. So she will not say that she was wrong unless Saya can beat her in Phoenix Festa. And that's the reason why Saya actually joins it. It's also funny to see how, what's he called? Lester, he actually is like a bit friendlier with our main group now. It's funny. I will actually not be surprised if it's Lester as Saya that ends up as a tag team in Phoenix Festa. So yeah. Or it could be that she teams up with the new Loli in this episode. Yes, we finally have a Loli called Kirin. And she is number one at the school and have a really nasty uncle called Kaichiro who beats her. And he almost beat her one time, or actually the way, shall we say, or Ayato, he makes an impression on her is by basically stopping the uncle from uh, hitting her and tells basically like be nice because he could dislate the what's it called the duel, but because it would have negative impacts on her, basically meaning that the uncle would beat her. He accepts the duel and he loses to her, which is understandable since he is on a time limit with his power and, well, she is number one on the school, so yeah. I wonder how she's gonna get into his harem. And also, it's interesting that she's using, from what I can see, a real blade and not a. What is it called in this? I cannot recall it. I would say Blaze if it was Radoka, but this isn't Radoka. This is a harem show. So I don't know. I also wonder if Anesta could end up in the harem, but I don't think so. But I will say it's a really interesting show. And actually, we get another lolly called Jai Long. However, she's just in the opening where it's basically the school, what's called school council members from different schools, or shall we say school principals from different schools talking to each other about issues and stuff. And we find out that making deals with another school as a secret deal is illegal. However, Claudia, she says this isn't a secret deal. So yeah, she's really smart. She's really smart, Claudia. Oh man, I like her so much. I must say that the most interesting thing that can happen in the next episode. Unless we get more lollies, of course, because I've been told that the lolly is part of the evil people. So I thought that she was like another school, but it could be that we have multiple lollies. So yeah, and oh well, we have because we have Jay Long, and then we have this. And if I'm correct, the lolly they talk about, which is evil, is the one that is as Alakant. But again, we'll first know that when the next episode rolls around, and well, it has already rolled around, but I'm not sure if I want to go directly into it. I think I may gonna go into Hidden Noaria since it came out today. But when that is said and done, have a good day, good night wherever you are, and as I already have said, I will see you later. Cheers, guys or girls.